Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Bhavna Joshi and I will be taking the subject Creating an Inclusive School. In this subject today we will be studying the topic Pedagogical and Curriculum Concern. This topic is in your Unit 1. So let's start. When we talk about the pedagogical concern, we will discuss about the various teaching strategies which can be used in the inclusive education, which are namely cooperative learning, peer tutoring, multisensory teaching, activity-based learning, buddy system, and reflective learning. We will study the detail of all these strategies in Unit 4. Then in the pedagogical concern, we should know about the design of the classroom also for the inclusive education. In the design of classroom, you should take care of the size of the class, the teaching aids, the restriction of time, arrangement of light, and attention to physical needs. The special attention should be given to the physical needs of the students who are children with special needs. Then there are various curriculum concerns also. Now the curriculum concern says that making all options for education is very important. That means every type of option with respect to education should be given to the students, like open school, regular schools, special schools, non-formal schools, or alternative education system. So the curriculum concern, the first curriculum concern says that irrespective of the fact that the child is coming from whatever background, the more options should be there for the child to get education. Then various developing strategies should be developed which should meet the educational need of all the learners with disability. Then a developing national support system should be there. We should understand the significance of early intervention and early identification and intervention. This is very important. Main emphasis should be given to the good teaching and learning practices which should be used in the classroom. Making the curriculum flexible and accessible is very important. Flexible with respect to the need of the child, and it should be accessible to every child, irrespective of the fact from which background they are coming from. Then technology and assistive devices should be used. Then developing appropriate assessment and evaluation procedure should be there. That means depending on the need of the child, the various assessment and evaluation strategies should be developed. Then capacity building and empowering teacher is very important, and the stakeholders, because teachers, it means that teachers should be empowered. They should know about the the need of the children, how to deal with them, how they can how as a teacher they can help the students. Then providing vocational education for the student is very important, because at the end of the day, what matters a lot in the case of child with special need is that they are independent and they are able to earn their livelihood. Then identifying suitable sports and other co-curricular activities for children with special educational need is very important. It is not important that the child is, should be good in studies only. That child can be good in other sports activity and co-curricular activities as well. Then barrier-free environment should be there. Barrier-free intervention should be there in the school. Any kind of barrier, maybe it attitudinal behavior or whatever. So these barriers eliminating them is the major concern for curriculum. Then the various reforms which are needed in curriculum are use of more and more teaching aids, because it should be, the teacher should take care that more and more sense organ should be used in the classroom, so that the child is able to understand things. Then the curriculum should be simple. The adequate facilities should be there in the classroom. Facilities, any kind of facilities, whether they are assistive devices or the facility of shadow teacher or other equipments, though all the facilities should be there. Then the students should be encouraged to participate in games or other co-curricular activities, so that the hidden talent can come out. Then the cooperative curriculum should be there, as we talk about the cooperative learning also in the beginning as pedagogical concern. Then providing reading material as per the need of the children is very important. Participation in co-curricular activities is very important. Then multi-level and flexible curriculum should be there for the children. So these are the various recommendations depending on the pedagogical concerns and the curriculum concerns. There are various recommendations. These recommendations are given by NCF 2005. So what are these recommendations? Let's see. So first recommendation says that early education and care program should be there from for the child since birth till 6 years. Sensitive and responsive to the special need of children should be there. That means special training should be provided to the teachers to identify and intervene in the case of children with special needs. Anganwadi workers or primary teachers should be well trained in this. Use of age appropriate play and learning material should be given, and parents should be counseled, which is very important. Then prepare all teaching education programs. That means both pre-service and in-service. The pedagogical skills required in the classroom should be developed in them, in the teachers, whether they have done B.Ed or they are doing B.Ed. That means pre-service and in-service both. So it is very important for the teachers, whether they are already working or they will be teachers in future. It is very important for them to know about the requirement in the inclusive schools, the various pedagogical skills. Then next recommendation says that it is very important for the teacher to correlate the style of teaching to the learning style of the children. How the teacher is teaching and how the child will learn should correlate. Then mobilize special schools as resource centers to provide support to the inclusive schools. This concept of special schools, which is age old. So these special schools should be turned into resource centers, so that whatever, with respect to equipments or teachers, the normal, so-called normal schools can take help of these special schools with respect to assistive devices, with respect to teachers. So they should be turned as resource centers. Then develop partnership with the Institute of Higher Learning, governmental organization and NGOs. It is very important to have partnership with the governmental organization and NGOs, so that these children who are having special needs, they can participate, they can promote the participation of these children in all aspects of education. Then reduce class size. This is very important. The NCF says that maximum of 30 students and maximum of 20 in the case of class, in the class including children with special need should be there. Because less number of students means that the teacher will be able to focus on all the children. There are more recommendations. It says that make the class teacher more responsible for all the children in the classroom. As a teacher, you cannot escape from this duty that you have a child in the class who has special needs. You cannot say that I am not concerned with the child, as the special educator or the shadow teacher will be responsible for it. No, as a class teacher, you are responsible for the child. So regard all special teachers in the given school as full-fledged members of the school community, and make all curriculum related policies and programs inclusive in nature. So every NCF 2005 says that all the programs and policies related to curriculum of school should be inclusive in nature. Then the next recommendation said that develop perspective and skill in all administrators. That means the perspective of school principals should also be inclusive. They should also know the philosophy of inclusion and should promote the philosophy of inclusion. Then develop strength and abilities of all the children rather than highlighting their limitation, that what they cannot do. It is always better to develop their strength and highlight what they can do rather than what they cannot do. Then the next recommendation says that recognizing diversity among learners is very important. As a teacher, you should know the need of the child, how the child will learn, what medium of instruction you should use in the classroom, what method you should use as a teacher in the classroom. This is very important. So you as a teacher should recognize the diversity among the learners. So it is very important. The NCF says that all the schools make all the schools inclusive. How? By enforcing without exception. It inclusive NCF 2005 said that inclusive education should be enforced without any exceptions. The school, any school cannot have any exceptional criteria that they will not follow the inclusive education, maybe whatever the reason is. So no exception should be there. It should be enforced for all the schools. Then removing physical barrier is very important. Making lift, ramp, all the physical barrier which will hinder the child from coming to the school should be removed. Then reviewing all the barriers created by admission procedure. This should, which are in the private schools. There are, multiple levels of admission procedure, like screening, identification, then parental interaction. So this admission procedure is act as a barrier for the children. So it should not be there. Then building the capacity of teachers to function in inclusive setting is very important. How you can build the capacity of the teacher? You can build the capacity by organizing workshops for them, educating them about the inclusive education, the teaching strategies, the pedagogical skills which are required. You can literate them about various kind of educational needs or special needs which the child may suffer. So this is how as a school can increase and build the capacity of the teachers. Then making the curriculum flexible and appropriate to accommodate the diversity of school children is very important. The curriculum should be flexible and it should be as per the child's need. That means, as we said, that there is diversity in a classroom. Some students have special needs. It could be, that disability could be related to cognitive or non-cognitive area, or both ways. So the curriculum should be flexible and appropriate, so that all any kind of diversity should be included in it. Then making support service available in the school is very important, like in the form of technology. ICT support service should be provided, teaching learning material and specialist. All these, with respect to technology, teaching materials, that is the assistive devices, and specialist, the support system should be provided in the classroom. Then it is very important for the school to involve parents, family, and community in all stages of the education. So these are some of the recommendations made by the uh, these are the various recommendations given by NCF 2005. I hope you all understood about the pedagogical and curriculum concerns. Thank you very much.